I think this horn is the best of all worlds. It is the newest horn in my personal collection, and I absolutely adore it. This is one of my friend's horns, Mike Del Quadro. So stay tuned to this video. I'll tell you a little bit more about this horn and play a little bit more of this beautiful instrument. Stay tuned. Hey everybody, how you doing? It's Trent Austin from Austin Custom Brass. I hope you're having a fantastic day out there today, and thanks so much for all your fantastic support of the shop during our brass giving sales event. Today, I'm recording this on Monday. Monday's a video day for me most days, and it's Cyber Monday, but please reach out to the shop, and we always have some really great deals going on. I bought this horn out of a whim because I have always loved Mike's horns, and you'll see videos on my channel of a bunch of Mike Del Quadro's great trumpets. Mike is a trumpet builder and incredible technician in Las Vegas, Nevada. I have loved Mike's horns. The one drawback I will say on Mike's horns for myself personally is I've never been a huge fan of the copper bell. So when this horn came up with a custom Taylor bell, I had to scoop it up very instantly. So this horn is just beautifully built. Mike makes incredible trumpets. I have a handguard on it because I don't really like raw brass. I'm actually going to take this to my friends at Heritage, and we're going to do a lacquer job on it soon, but it does have that wonderful Getzen valve block, you know, with Mike's custom buttons and a valve alignment. I just have a handguard on it. I love his rings. They're very comfortable. They feel great. And they have such good balance. Very, very robust. Couple of things that you'll notice on Mike's horns that I love are these. These are modern takes on old Conn style braces, and this is what we call a floating brace right here. So it's got stress-free build qualities to it. It's very open. He doesn't have a brace between the bell and the block there. I don't know if you can see that. Let me see. Yeah, you can see there's a one on this side, but not on this side. So it really does make the bell feel more vibrant and alive. He also has a non-braced tuning slide, and this tuning slide is actually in a different material. I do think this is either nickel or sterling, and it also has nickel on the inner slide as well. So you can see that nickel silver in the inner. That just gives it a little bit more front and a little bit more crispness to the sound. And that pairs beautifully with this long ferrule. You can see how long that is. Like it's kind of like set up like a tuning bell horn, where this is a straight pipe, which makes the targets very, very consistent, and it pairs beautifully with this wonderful bell from Andy Taylor. Andy Taylor's obviously he makes Taylor trumpets, some of the finest trumpets in the world. I think he's arguably one of the 2 or 3 best bell makers in the world. So this horn is a 2-piece bell with a yellow brass stem and a bronze flare, and it's in a 5.5-inch dimension with a very nice flat bead to it. So the end result of this trumpet is super versatile. It's very dark. It's got a wonderful core sound. I hope you heard the beginning and you heard some of that. I will do some testing between the 2 microphones here so you could hear a little bit different room sound versus a close mic with the Barkley Infinity ribbon mic. But let me play a little bit on this trumpet. Um, just using my Mount Vernon 3C mouthpiece, and that's in an ultralight blank. So let's start with some Arbin. I just love the way this horn centers between notes. It has this very, it's hard to describe the fluidity of this horn. It's just butter. It like literally it feels just so creamy and rich and full throughout the notes. So let me actually use this mic. I'm going to turn the level down and play a little bit in the room just on a ballad. Just tremendous fun to play. And if you want to crispen it up and lighten it up, it can. It's not as that's the one thing that I will say, that his bells, his copper bells, are just so amazing. But I feel like for myself, I like a slightly brighter sound shape from the bell, and this bell does that. Even though it's pretty robust and large, it has some crispness to it that I just personally couldn't get in a full copper bell. So let me play up a little pop on this, and I will switch back to my ribbon. So that's a quick tour of this trumpet. And no, it's not for sale. This is going in my collection. I've recently pared down my collection fairly significantly. And if you see these two other horns, those are my other two B-flat trumpets in my collection, with the exception of one vintage B-flat, which I would never sell. So I went from a lot of horns down to basically 3 primary B-flat trumpets. So there you go. This is the Del Quadro Custom with Taylor Bell. Thanks so much, Mike, for your incredible work. Please, we'll put a link to Mike's shop in our description, and we also do order Del Quadro trumpets for our customers. So if you're interested in one, please reach out to us at info@austinCustomBrass.com. You will not regret it. They are magnificent instruments. Hit that subscribe button right there. Stay up to date with us. Thanks so much for all you do for ACB, and happy Rasgiving. Cheers.